All right, y'all. Let's talk about. We're gonna have a good old west standoff here. Every gentleman, put your hands where I can see them. We're gonna draw guns. It's a tight end standoff. So as we know in fantasy, the tight end is a position that it fluctuates a lot week to week. It's hard to find guys that get usage outside of the top 5 consistently. It's hard to find someone to rely on if you don't draft one of those top 5 guys high. Now we've seen an influx of great young talent in the league. Sam Laporta looking like he's going to be in that top 3 conversation for the next few years. Guy looks like the real deal. And, you know, I like Michael Mayer, Dalton Kincaid. They both have a lot of upside, but Sam Laporta is looking like the stud to have had in this draft for sure.
Whew.
But there are some guys out there that are starting to show some flashes that consistently might get work towards the end of the year. And we each have a guy that we want to bring to the table that's worth spending some fab on. And may the best man win. Brandon, lead us off.
Jonnu Smith for the Atlanta Falcons. Do not be scared. Just because Michael Pitts is there, they're running more 2 tight end sets than anybody else. Who did I say?
Michael
Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
Where did I get that? Kyle Pitts.
Who cares when Jonnu Smith is on the team?
Who cares? We got Jonnu out there, all right? Calm down, Nate. Anyway, Jonnu Smith, that's the dude to focus on in the Falcons offense. He's already got rapport with Arthur Smith, from the Titans. They already have some history together. And Kyle Pitts, too. I mean, Kyle Pitts, he's out there. He's made some plays, by the way, but don't be deterred. Don't be a turd and don't be deterred. Nice. By the idea of Kyle Pitts being in this particular offense with Jonnu Smith, because they run more 2 tight end sets than anybody else in the NFL. So look at the past couple of performances, by the way, for Jonnu Smith. The dude's had 162 receiving yards over the past couple weeks, which is the most among tight ends. So he's actively leading tight ends over the past couple weeks. So pay attention to Jonnu. Good tight end. If you need a tight end or you need a flex play, I played Jonnu in the flex in one of my dynasty leagues this week to come out victorious against Woody Massey. I had no problem whooping him in that league.
Yeah, so. You should have won. Listen, brother. I had 5, 6 of my top dudes on buys and or injured, and I still traded you Saquon points.
I traded Saquon.
I still put up 140 points.
You did, which is frightening. But I put up over 160.
I'm coming for you, buddy.
I know, man. I don't have the depth you do, but I got some dudes.
Yeah, we'll see. You do. All right, Nate, you want to go or me?
Go for it.
All right, guys. This is a name that we've all been familiar with because he's played on America's team for the last 2 seasons before this one, and that is Dalton Schultz. You're probably going, Dalton Schultz, isn't that the Houston Texans starting tight end? Newsflash, y'all. CJ Stroud is going to be an all-pro quarterback. He is the best rookie passer I have ever seen. Straight up. 100%.
What?
He is the best rookie passer I have ever
the tape.
Wow, Woody, I
got to pull the tape on this after further review.
It's quite a
long way
because I'm pretty sure preseason and week 1.
Listen, I have vehemently for years stood by Ohio State quarterbacks are not good in the NFL. And guess what, boys? I have been proven right for decades until this point.
That's true.
So this is my first L. I'll take it. I'm off the bus. I'm running to catch up on the bandwagon. CJ Stroud is the best rookie passer I have ever seen. The guy
is he a top 10 right now?
Oh, he's right around there. 100%. He's brother. When I tell you, I've watched the Chargers for 20 years. If CJ Stroud doesn't throw the ball exactly like Phillip Rivers from the pocket, fire me right now.
Wait, I got a question.
Literally like I'm watching
question.
Go watch him at Ohio State.
So you're saying CJ Stroud greater than Justin Herbert rookie season?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I just want to confirm
the layered throws in between defenders.
No, I agree. I just wanted to confirm.
All
because
we needed
that
to
was the
see
best
from
rookie
him.
passer I could think of.
All we needed to see from him is his ability to improve
Only
his
guy
processing.
I might pick is Andrew Luck. That's the only one.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Like, but the touch that I've seen on CJ Stroud dropping in between coverage in the zones.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
making
when I
Nico
tell you,
Collins look like a dog.
I stand by.
Finally.
He literally
Finally
looks
bite
just like Phillip Rivers in the pocket. The way he stands tall and just drops teardrops in between tight zone coverage.
But he has a normal throwing motion.
Check out the
Thank God.
Brandon
he
and
actually
Woody.
he has a wider throwing motion,
but it's
when
not
he throws
Rivers.
the ball.
It's not completely Rivers, but
it's
I
unique.
know where you're going. Rivers could fit the ball just like that. But I want to say, go back and watch our After Further review. Me and Woody did the film. I think we did the film session on him, and we actually show the throws to Jackson Smith and Jigba. There's a couple of them that are in the middle of the field, the whole shots that you're seeing him do now. In the
and
NFL.
I wasn't a believer. Like I said, I'd like to see him do this against guys that be
unreal.
working at Hertz Rent-A-Car after this season and they graduate from Ohio State.
It's wild.
I think that was my exact quote.
The disrespect you threw on CJ Stroud was impressive.
Did you also compare him though? Did you say you thought there was little Carson Palmer?
Carson Palmer, yeah, because he's got the long legs. A little bit of mobility, but he stands tall.
That was him.
No, that was Carson Palmer.
Okay,
100%.
I'll have to go back in there and look at that.
And Carson Palmer is my favorite USC quarterback of all time. Well, maybe
he might have been the best.
Maybe second favorite now.
Yeah, to this point,
the best man, ever, Caleb. But yeah, so check this out. Back to Dalton Schultz. We made this about CJ Stroud, but that is the reason why I'm telling you Dalton Schultz is the guy, guys. We have a generational talent at quarterback. We found the gem. We found the ruby in the sand. Go get his weapons. Dalton Schultz, over the last 2 weeks, is developing into a security blanket, especially in the red zone. The week before, 3 receptions, 42 yards, and a touchdown. 10 targets this week, 7 catches, 1 touchdown. That's back-to-back weeks with a touchdown with the hottest rising quarterback talent in the NFL in an offense that has produced a top 5 tight end. And D'Amico Ryan's running a similar system to his he was the understudy for Kyle Shanahan. All the things are lining up in a row. Dalton Schultz is out there on the waiver wire. If you need a starting tight end, I'm putting down $30 fab because I think he will be consistent to the end of the year.
Now I know how much I need to spend
like that off the waiver.
No, you don't. You don't.
I'm gonna throw out Logan Thomas. He had a 21%.
Probably get him for legitimately 15 though. Sorry, Nate. Sorry, but you could put like
no, you're good.
I'm saying he'd be worth that, but no, I don't think other people are gonna think that. You could probably get him for like 15. Don't spend 30.
You ain't fooling me, dude. You ain't fooling me.
I already own him. You can't get him.
Oh.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm gonna throw out Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas.
He was the emergency escape valve for Sam Howell and a red zone target for him on Thursday Night Football against the Bears. I get it, it's the Bears defense. But my issue, like the reason why I want to suggest Logan Thomas is not because he's going to make an instant impact, but I think as the season goes on down the stretch, he's going to become more and more utilized. He missed a week due to a concussion earlier in the year, but commanding 21% target share in an offense with Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin. As Sam Howell is growing as a passer, I only see his role increasing in that offense. So I'm excited to see what happens. I picked him up in a league last week, and I kind of bought early on him. Sorry. Can't give out all our secrets, wink. Mostly a high risk play tight end for Thursday Night Football isn't a great play. But he was available. I picked him up. He put up 20 points for me. So I like him. I'm not going to spend more than $15 on him though. He's not it's not a deep play. He obviously overperformed what he's been doing. So it's a take a flyer on him. If you're not as deep, if you've got like a Jake Ferguson right now in that offense, I'd probably take a flyer on him. If you've got Kyle Pitts, I'd take a flyer on him. If Jonnu's not available, like mostly because I just don't like rostering 2 tight ends from the same team. That just feels gross. But yeah, no, if you need a tight end, Logan Thomas is the guy to go get right now, in my opinion.
Nice.
Who won, guys? Who's still standing?
I mean, all of
Time will tell.
I love all of them, but I
Love 'em
really
all.
don't like Dalton Schultz, so I'm gonna say I won.